Tom had always loved early mornings at Silverpine Lake, when the sun was still hidden behind the trees, when the air was cool and the world was almost silent. That was when he felt most at peace. Every Saturday, he came here with his small wooden boat, rowing slowly across the still water. It was his weekly ritual, a moment of quiet in a busy life. But on this particular morning, something felt different. As Tom pushed his boat into the water, he noticed a figure standing far away, near the edge of the lake. A woman dressed in a long coat, unmoving, staring at the water. He paused. She looked out of place, like a part of a story that didn't belong to this peaceful morning. Tom shook off the feeling and began rowing. The lake reflected the soft pink sky. Birds drifted low, touching the water with their wings. Everything felt calm. But every few minutes Tom found his eyes drifting back to the woman. She hadn't moved. A strange encounter. After 15 minutes, Tom reached the middle of the lake. He stopped rowing and let the quiet surround him. Then he heard it. A sound. A distant splash. He turned quickly. The woman was gone. The space where she had stood was empty, just rocks and grass. Tom felt a pinch of worry. Had she fallen? Was she hurt? He hesitated. He wasn't a hero. He wasn't even a strong swimmer. But something in his chest pulled him toward the shore. He began rowing back, faster this time. As he reached the edge of the lake, he jumped out and walked toward the spot where he had last seen her. The ground was wet. Footprints, but only one direction toward the water. None leading away. Tom's heartbeat grew louder. He called out. "Hello. Are you all right?" No answer. Just the wind moving through the trees. He took a few steps closer. Then he saw something on the ground. A thin leather notebook. He picked it up, confused. The first page had a name. Elena Ward. The notebook. Tom sat on a rock and opened the notebook carefully. Most of the pages were filled with drawings, sketches of the lake, the trees, the mountains. But on the last few pages the drawings changed. There were pictures of a house. A door left open. A girl standing alone on a porch. And above each drawing, a small date written in the corner. The dates were old, from more than 10 years ago. Tom flipped to the very last page. A single sentence was written there. "I will find this place again." Tom looked up at the lake, feeling a chill. Was Elena someone who had returned after many years? Was she connected to this place? Why had she disappeared so suddenly? He looked around once more. Nothing. No sign of her. Should he take the notebook? Should he leave it? He decided to hold on to it until he found her. The search. Tom walked along the path that circled the lake. Halfway around he found something, footprints again. But these were fresher, leading into the forest. He followed the trail slowly. After 5 minutes he reached a small field with tall grass. And there she was. The woman stood with her back to him, looking at the trees. She seemed calm, as if nothing unusual had happened. Tom took a deep breath and stepped closer. "Excuse me," he said softly. "Are you Elena?" She turned around slowly. Her eyes were gentle but sad, as if she carried years of stories. She nodded. Tom held out the notebook. "You left this near the lake." Elena looked at it for a moment before taking it, holding it with both hands. "Thank you," she whispered. "I didn't mean to drop it." Tom hesitated. "I was worried. I thought something happened to you." Elena looked at the lake through the trees. "No," she said quietly. "I just needed a moment alone. This place, it holds memories." Tom didn't know what to say, but he felt that if he stayed silent, she might share more. And she did. Elena's story. "When I was a child," Elena began, "my family used to come here every summer. This lake, it was our place of happiness." She opened the notebook. "My father taught me to draw here. My mother loved the water. My little sister and I would play near the rocks." She turned one of the pages slowly. "But then one year my father lost his job. We had to leave suddenly. We packed everything in one night and moved far away. I didn't even get to say goodbye to this place." Her voice softened. "For years I dreamed about the lake. I kept drawing it again and again, afraid I would forget it. Last night, I finally decided to come back. Tom felt a tightness in his chest. But when I arrived this morning, Elena continued, I stood there and realized the place hadn't changed. But I had. She looked at Tom with a small, almost embarrassed smile. I guess I needed to see it, to understand that it's okay to move on. Tom nodded slowly. He understood more than she knew. They stood quietly for a moment. Then Elena closed her notebook. Thank you for bringing this back to me, she said. And for checking if I was all right. Most people wouldn't. Tom smiled. Most people underestimate how much others need a little kindness. Elena smiled back, the first warm smile since he met her. A quiet goodbye. They walked together to the shore. Elena touched the water with her hand like a final gesture. I think I'm ready to leave now, she said softly. Tom nodded. Will you come back again someday? Elena laughed gently. Maybe not. Some places should stay perfect in your memory. She walked toward the path leading away from the lake, the morning sun touching her hair with gold. Before she disappeared behind the trees, she turned back. Goodbye, Tom. And thank you. Then she was gone. Tom stood by the water for a long time, watching the ripples move across the lake. He didn't know why this meeting touched him so deeply, but he felt changed too. Maybe some encounters, no matter how brief, arrive exactly when you need them. Thank you for listening. Keep listening, keep learning, and keep growing. Every minute you spend with English brings you closer to confidence.